Hey everyone, it's Amanda and Monica or Lumi, and we are here today with our great friend, our family, Miss Five Kids Cause Chaos, Miss Joe's gorgeous new bracelet called Chantilly Lace. Like Amanda said in one of her other tutorials that we have done for her, we don't even feel like we need to show you her Instagram anymore because she is part of the family. But I do want to show you, these are the two renditions that I did of her Chantilly lace, but I did want to show you her rendition that she did that was just simply stunning. She used the iridescent glitter on all of the bands except for what we're going to call the smile, and she used the limited edition peach frost, and it is just so gorgeous. So since I have this up, this is her Instagram. She is, like I said, part of the family. She's not just a friend anymore. She is part of our family. We love our Miss Joe. So here are the two renditions. And let me say before we start the tutorial and everything that this is a very, very hard bracelet to do if you are a beginner at hook-only bracelets. I would say do some of the bracelets that we have done with Joe previously before you do this one. This is not a beginner hook-only bracelet. This is definitely an advanced. So knowing that, I want to tell you about the two renditions that we have. We'll be doing this one in the tutorial today. So this one, we have used on the outside fishtails, and that's what I love about this one is the fishtails on the outside. Can you see that? Isn't that gorgeous? The fishtails on the outside we have used from Learning Express. They have I have glitter all over me. The red glitter Rainbowloom bands and the light beige, the lightest skin tone color from the Skin Tone pack. Then on the inside, we have used the glitter gold for a single chain in the middle. And then, like I said before, it's probably easier if I sit down here, you can see. Like I said before on Joe's, the smile, as we're going to call it, we have used from the Chameleon pack, the gray color. So here is this one. And then for the one that we'll be doing in the tutorial today, which Amanda said that she thought this looked very Renaissance and the colors were very bold and very elegant and rich. So this one, I love the sides, like I said. And this is a very flat to your wrist bracelet, which I also love. The colors in here, we use glitter gold, and then we use the light pink. And the light pink can come from two different places. It can come from the camo pack, the pink camo pack, or the Skin Tone pack. I have found that they are both the same pinks, like maybe a half a shade off, but they are like right at the same shade. So we used the glitter gold, the light pink, then we used the gold silicone as the single chain in the middle. And then for our smiles, we used the limited edition fuchsia bands. Now this is a bracelet where if you don't want to use a ton of limited edition, if you have a very limited quantity of a limited edition color, this would be a great bracelet to use because I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I only used 15 limited edition bands in here, and it's totally setting it off. But if you don't have any limited edition bands, I didn't use any in this one, and it looks stunning as well. So here are our two renditions. We will be doing this today. You will need 4 different colors, or if you want to do it the way Joe did, you can do it in 2 colors. I have thought about doing it in like like different shades of pinks or purples and stuff, or just doing it all in like white. That might be interesting to see. So for this, you'll need 4 different colors. The colors that I already said we'll be using are the light pink from the Skin Tone pack, the glitter gold, which you can get on Rainbowloom online, the silicone gold, and the limited edition fuchsia, which you can get online at rainbowloom.com. All of these you can get on rainbowloom.com. And now, the hook that I will be using today, I'm going to be using this hook. It's a double-ended hook. I will say you probably do need a double-ended hook just because of how advanced this is. If you do have a hook that you have taped together, that will work. Two cheap hooks that you have taped together, that will work amazing as well. This was sent by one of our besties to us. I have used it too. I just got used to this one, hooking on that one, so I'm not going to be using this one today. I used this in making the epic sphere, though, last night, and it works amazing. So this is a 3.5 mm to 4.0 mm, and that's the size of the hooks at the end, I have been told. And this one is a 4.0 mm clover. So we don't do what one of our besties did and accidentally order a ginormous one. Those are the sizes of the hooks. So go get your stuff ready and meet me right back here. Alright, so like I said before, I don't want to scare people off by saying this is an advanced design and it's very intricate, but I do want to say that you do need to pay attention to band placement and where the bands are and stuff. So I am going back to doing what we used to do with Joe's designs for her hybrid fishtails and doing her ABC design, or her ABC band design. And I will be saying bands A, gold, glitter gold, and all that stuff. So our band A is going to be glitter gold. Our band B is going to be the pale pink. Our band C is going to be the limited edition fuchsia rose. And our band D is going to be the silicone gold. So that's just going to kind of give you a little visual to help you know what bands go in which order, so when we're going along in the path that we don't get confused. I just wanted to help you a little bit. Alright, so we have our hook, and I will tell you, after you have your hook for a little bit, that your natural oils that you have on your hands from sliding it back and forth will help with the sliding process when you have a double-ended hook. I know sometimes when we have the 100% silicone, like sweets bands and stuff, they do get sticky and they'll stick on there. So I just wanted to let you know about that. So let's get started. We're going to start with our A band, and we're just going to make a cap. Make a little cap band on it. Let me zoom in a little. Alright. Now we're going to grab another A band, and we're going to pull that cap band through it. But then we're going, you see how the cap band has two parts to it? We're going to grab one of those parts and reclaim it, putting it back on to the hook, and then put the other end of that first whole A band back on the hook as well. My other tip is I also hold on to the last band that's on the hook until I actually need to use it, so that it doesn't go out of order. That's one big thing on this bracelet, that you need to make sure that the bands stay in order. If you see one slip out of order, which I bet they will, because these glitter golds like to go out of order, you need to make sure they go back in the correct position. So I've grabbed a B band, and I always put a little tension on it with my middle finger, and I'm going to slide the whole band that I placed on there, and then the cap band side on there. And the cap band's wanting to go in front of the whole band, so I'm just kind of pulling the whole band with my finger. So this is the whole band. This is the cap band. I'm going to slide that B band down a little bit so I can hold onto it with my finger. Then I'm placing the whole band up and placing the B band up. Yours should look like this. And now it's time to pull it down the hook. The best way that I have found on any type of hook is to wiggle the hook back and forth instead of just pushing it down very hard, because it will make the bands go out of order, and we definitely don't want that. Okay, so now we have our one band. We're going to take that A band off, that one side of the A band off, and then we are going to grab the other end of the cap band, and then we're going to reclaim the other end of that A band. So this band right here is the other side. You know, the cap band had the two sides. So this is the other side of the cap band, and this is the other side of that first A band. And notice I'm holding on to all of the other bands with my index finger. I'm grabbing, oops, that flew off. I'm grabbing a B band, putting a little tension on it. I'm going to pull back that first A band and then the cap band. And as you can see, I'm just going to let that slide down. The cap band is wanting to go in front of that first A band. We don't want that. So we are going to make sure that that A band or that cap band goes in front of the A band. Because if not, we're not going to have a clean fishtail. Alright, so that's how it should look. We're going to reclaim or put back on the other end of that A band and reclaim the other end of that B band. So yours should look like this. Alright, now this is the only time that it will look like, or we're going to do this part, because we don't have a smile or using the limited edition fuchsia at this point. So what you're going to do is whatever color band you have in the middle, we have the pale pink, the B color, you're going to crisscross these two bands. If you've done the Love Me Like You Do bracelet that is also on her channel by Miss Jo, you will know that this this helps keep the bracelet together. So now we are getting ready to start a 3-stitch process. We're going to be using 3 bands and it's 3 stitches. Jo told us that you could either do it one stitch at a time, like do 1 stitch down here, then come down here and do the 1 stitch on this end, or you could do 3 stitches at a time and then do the 3 stitches at the other end. So we're going to do 3 stitches at a time and do 3 stitches at the other end, because that's what we found was the easiest for us to do. So what we're going to do is we are going to go and grab an A band, and I am holding on to the last 3 bands with my index finger. Now I will tell you, it is very important, the order of the bands. Let me just say. Alright, let me see if I can zoom in any more. Okay, that's as close as it gets. Alright, so I have an A band, putting a little tension on it. We're going to grab all 3 of these bands. For the first stitch, you grab all 3 of the bands. So I'm going to grab 1, 2, and 3. Make sure they stay in the correct order. And then I'm going to reclaim this last stitch that's on the band. Or if you want to call it the first stitch that you took off, okay? So I'm going to hold on to that 4th band now. And then I'm going to reclaim or put back on that B band, first one. And put back on the other end of that A band. So yours should look like this right now. Now we're going to grab a B band. I'm going to hold on to those 3 last ones. And you're going to be grabbing the A, B, and A right here. So let's grab the A, the B, and the A. And this time you're going to pull over 2 bands, not just 1, but 2. You're going to pull over this first A and this second A. Okay, so they're both going to be A bands. Pull it over. So now you should have 4 there. Now I'm grabbing an A band, and you're going to grab the first one again. So 1, 2, and 3, and you're grabbing this first one again, all right? Or the last one on the band and reclaiming it. Should look just like that. All right, now that's all the stitches on that one side. Now we're going to go on down to the other end very slowly. This is not a bracelet that you want to rush. Now, as you can see right here, I have the A band in front of that B band. That's what you want to make sure that it is like still. Okay, so I'm going to hold on to these 4 bands while I use these 3 right here. So I'm going to grab an A band, and I'm going to do those 3 stitches again. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. All right. So you have the B, A, B. Sorry, I was like, eh. You're going to grab that first one right here. I always like to call it the first, but it's actually the last one on the list. So however you want to call it, either the first or the last, it's this one right here. Make sure you hold on to that A band, reclaim it onto the hook, and reclaim the A band back on. Now you're going to grab an A band, get some tension. You're going to grab these 3. 1, 2, it's trying to get out of order. 3. All right. And then you're going to grab the first and the last. So I'm going to hold on to this B band and grab the first and the last, which are A bands right now. Now during this first sequence, there are going to be different bands surrounding. So just watch this sequence, and then we're going to have the same sequence with different bands. So that's why it is very important that you watch the steps closely. All right, then the second, or the third stitch, you're going to have these, you should have these 4, but you're only going to use 3 of them. And you're going to grab an A band, 1, 2, 3. Have the 3. You're going to grab that last one, or the first, however you want to say it, and put it back on the hook. Okay, so this is how your hook should look. As of right now, this is our first sequence. Now we are going to get the C band and the D band involved. So let's grab our C band, which is the limited edition fuchsia. And this is a nifty trick that I love that Jo has done with how she's placing these bands inside. So I have the C band on my, I'm sorry I have glitter everywhere. I have the C band on the end of my hook, and I'm going to pull over all of these bands to right here. Okay, I'm going to leave these 2 end ones on the hook. So I'm going to pull, making sure to try and keep them in the same order, but if not, I can help you out there. All right, 1, 2 parts, and 3 parts. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to reclaim or put onto the hook specific bands. For this one, it's going to be the gold glitter. For you, it's still going to be the A bands that are on the outside of these two B bands in the middle. So here's the fuchsia. Here's the first two that we've left on the hook. Then we're going to grab this A band and then the other A band that's right next to it. And then let me see if I can keep it right here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take, I know it looks like a hot mess right now. Then we are going to take the fuchsia band off of these last two right here. And then we're going to grab the end of the fuchsia band. And then replace those last two. So yours should look, let me get these all back in order. That's the one big thing, getting them all back in order. Yours should look like this by putting that fuchsia band in the middle and reclaiming these two here in between it and having these two here on the end. Now we're going to grab the D band and we're going to do that same process, but we're only going to this glitter gold. So let's pull off those first two, the fuchsia and the two glitter gold there, 2A. And then you're going to pull until you get to the glitter gold. Now you can either, there are two different ways to do this. Here is my silicone gold. You're going to make sure that these two glitter golds stay on the gold part, but what you want is you can either take the glitter or take the silicone gold off, or you can go in before the fuchsia band and grab the silicone gold and then very carefully go back in and grab the fuchsia and grab the pink and glitter gold. Now, right now, the silicone gold looks like a hot mess here in the middle because it's going to be all bunched up right now until we do another step. So that's how it should look. So don't feel like you've done something wrong if it looks different than that. I'm going to do a couple more times like this because this is such an intricate bracelet. But this time the edges are going to be slightly different because you're going to have this fuchsia limited edition on the edge. So let me get everything prepared. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to grab your A band again, and this is where we're going to do our sequence of 3 stitches. I'm going to hold on right here to all of these bands except for these 3 right here. I'm going to pull over the glitter gold, the A, the B, and then the fuchsia, the C. Then we're going to reclaim that first band, that A band. And see, it's a little different this time because there was a B band in here. This time it's all A bands. That's why when I was saying the first time, it was going to be a little bit different this time. This is where you need to make sure that your bands are in the correct order because as you see, there are 3 glitter golds and you only need 2 of them this time. So grab your pale pink B. You're going to be pulling all 3 of these over. 1, 2, and 3. Now, a helpful tip is the bands that you're going to be pulling over is there's going to be 2 bands, but it's going to be 1 band looped over. So here is the 1 band. Now, if I start pulling this band, it's the incorrect band. So I should know that this is not the right band. It's in the wrong order. Now, I'm pulling the correct band, and you can see how it gives it a little more give there. So, the 2 bands that you should be pulling over are actually 1 band altogether. So I hope that helped. I hope I didn't just confuse you. And now we're going to grab another A-band. This is our third stitch. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to be grabbing that first band, which will be a B band. And this is what the colors or the ones will be every single time now, and reclaim them. So yours should look like this on this side. Now we're going to scoot it on down. When I go over this again, I'll go over and tell you what the exact band ones are going to be. This is just such, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous bracelet. But it is, Joe even said this is so in-depth that you have to be very attentive to where the bands are. Alright, so I'm going to put my finger on all the bands except the 3 that I need. Give it a little tension. I need to also make sure that my gold is the first band, my pink B band is the second, and my C is the third. So 1, 2, and 3. Pull that first band, that A band up, and then reclaim the other end of that A band. Alright, now we have all A's. I wish I had all A's. No. Alright, now we're going to pull all 3 of these over the B band. 1, 2, and 3. And remember what I said, that the 2 bands that you're going to be pulling over is actually 1 whole band. So you're going to be pulling up the first one and the last one. So it should be 1 whole band. If you are unsure, if you pull on one side, it should make the other side shorter. So that's the one way that I can really know that I've pulled up the correct one. Alright, this is our last stitch. We're going to be pulling up the B and the A and the A. And I have an A band. 1, 2, 3. You're going to pull over the B band and pull over the other end. So reclaim both of those. And this is what yours should look like as of right now. With the one, Miss Jo called it a smile line. Now we're going to add another smile. And this is the trickiest part that I think, but I loved how she did this. But I will say it is very tricky to show on camera. Alright, so we're going to pull all of these over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, all of the bands are on the Fuchsia Limited Edition C band. Then I'm going to reclaim the first and second A bands, the gold, glitter gold. So 1, 2. Okay. And now I'm going to go in before these last 2, the last B and A band. I'm going to go in and grab that limited edition fuchsia, put it on my hook, making sure not to lose these 2 at the end, and then grab those at the end. I hope that that transferred well. It is really hard to show on camera. Alright, now we are going to go for our D band, our silicone gold. And you're going to pull all of these bands off until the second A glitter gold. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bands. And then you're only going to keep the 2 glitter gold A bands on the silicone gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go before the fuchsia and pull that through. And then be very gentle, holding on to the fuchsia still. And go through the fuchsia and go through the B and the A band. Alright. So let's do this one more time, because this is, let me tell you, it's gorgeous, but I love that Jo explains these so well to us. All right, so we're going to grab, these are our 3 stitches. I'm going to hold on to everything but these first 3. Grab an A band. We're going to pull over A, B, and C. So 1, 2, 3. Pull back over the A, reclaim it. Reclaim the other A. Grab a B band. Pull over A, and A. And then we're going to pull 1. We came out of order. 1 and 2 and reclaim. Okay. All right, so yours should look like this. Now we're going to grab our A band and pull over a B, an A, and an A. And then we're going to reclaim the B band, the first band. And reclaim the other end of that. So that's how that one side should look. Let's scooch it on down to the other end. I need to see if scooch is actually in the dictionary. Okay, so we're going to grab an A band. These are our series of 3 stitches again. I'm going to hold everything back except for those first 3. We're going to go A, B, and C. Pull that A band back over. Reclaim the other end of that A band. Got this A band or the B band. And we're going to pull all 3 of these A bands over. 1, 2, and 3. Remember, this one is the one that likes to go out of order. So we're going to grab the first A band and the last A band. Oops, my first A band didn't go back on there. That happens, so let's just do it again. First A band and get some tension back on here. Last A band. So they're the same A band. And then we're going to grab another A band. We're going to pull the B, A, and A. B, A, and A. And then we're going to pull the B band over. Reclaim the other end of that. Okay. This is how yours should look right now. And we are going to grab another C band. We're going to pull it over all of them over to right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, this is how it should look right now. Okay. And you're going to grab that A, that first A, and that second A. And then you're going to go in front of these last 2 bands to grab the end of that fuchsia band. So you still have 2 bands down here that you need to put on. And I always move the bands back where they're supposed to be. So this is how it's supposed to look as of now. Make sure you always have the A's on the outsides and the B's going in. The glitter gold should be on the middle, and the fuchsia should be on the outside of the glitter gold. Now I'm going to grab a silicone gold, and we're going to go all the way over. We're going to pull these 5 bands off, and then we're going to the end of that glitter gold A band. All right, pull those off. Make sure they're all staying in the correct order, because you only want to put the 2 glitter gold middle ones onto this gold silicone. So I'm separating right now the glitter gold and the fuchsia, and I'm going to go in between the glitter gold and the fuchsia to grab that silicone, that gold silicone, because we don't want it on the fuchsia, but I'm still holding down here to grab that fuchsia. And then I want to grab the gold and the pink. Now, as you can see, this side is in the correct order. It has the A and then the B on the inside. This side came out of order. It's okay, it can totally be fixed. All you do is place the B band over the A band. So I hope that this helped you through. I'm going to go off camera and do the rest, and I will be back to show you how to complete the end of this. Alright, I may do 1 or 2 more stitches with you when we come back. Alrighty, so I have gone and I have done the remainder of the bracelet. I'm going to do a couple more times with you just to make sure, because I know it took me a few times to understand how to do the sequencing, and I just want to make sure that everyone understands. I don't want to leave anyone to where they don't get it. So this is where we're going. I've left off where I need to start my 3 stitches again. So I'm going to pull my A band on the hook. I'm going to grab the A, the B, and the C, and I'm going to replace the A, both of those. Alright. I have a B band. I'm going to go A, and A. Grab the other end of my A band, or my B band, grab the A, and then as you can see right here, these two, I can see they went out of order, but I'll show you. If I pull this one, it's not making this one up here get smaller, but if I pull this one, it is, and that's what you want, because this band is, these 2 bands that we're pulling are ending up being 1 band. Then replace the other end of that B band. I'm going to grab an A band. This is our 3rd stitch. So B, A, replace the A or the B band, and then replace the other end of the A band. Alright, so let's go wiggle, 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 wiggle to the other end, turn it around. Then we're going to grab an A band. We're going to do our 3 stitches on this side. A band. Grab an A, B, and a C. Replace the A. Replace the other end of the A. Grab the B. Grab A, and A. Grab the first A and the last A, making sure that it's the same band. Then replace the B. Grab an A band and go B, A. Replace the B band. And there we have our 3 stitches on both sides. This is how yours should look after the 3 stitches. Now we're going to have our fuchsia, our C band. Remember, you're going to pull them through all of them to right here. So we're going to go 2, 4, 6, and 8. And then it always helps me to look at them this way, and I'm going to grab the A and the A in the middle. And then while I hold on to these last 2 bands, I go in and I grab the end of the fuchsia, because I don't want the end of the fuchsia to go through these last 2 bands. Then I'm going to make sure my 2 glitter golds are in the middle of the fuchsia. So this is how yours should look. I'm going to grab a gold silicone. I'm going to go 2, 4 and 5. And remember, we're just going into the 2 glitter golds. So, wait, what am I doing? Silly me. Pull the gold silicone through, and then pull it, kind of twist the hook, and then I hold right here so that the fuchsia cannot be pulled out on this end, but the gold silicone's already out. Put the gold fuchsia through the hook, and then put the 2 that are remaining on the hook. These are out of order, so I want to replace them. And there is our sequence. Now I have one more half sequence that I have to do. All we're going to do on this one is we're going to do the 3 stitches on each side. So, and this is how we're going to close it out. All right. So we're going to go, and we're going to do the 3 stitches. All right. So now we have this, and we're going to start our 3 stitches on each side to close out our bracelet. It's going to be the same thing that we've done before. So if you know how to do this, you can fast forward through. All right, I'm going to scooch this down a little bit. I'm going to grab A, B, and C. Replace the A, place the other A. Grab a B band, A, and A. Then replace the A. And then these are trying to get out of order, so I'm going to make sure I'm grabbing the right one and grab the last A and replace that B. Grab an A band, pull over the B, the A, and the A, and replace the B band. And then replace the other end of that A. All right, let's scoot it on down. Turn it around. All right. The thing that helps me the most is holding on to all those other bands. So I just want to let you know that's what helps me. All right, I'm going to grab an A band, pull the A, B, and C. Pull the A back up, put the other side of the A band up. Grab a B band and go A, and A. Grab the first A, and they're trying to get out of order again. And grab the last or the correct A, and replace that B. Grab an A band and go B, A, and A. Replace the B. And then put the rest of the A band back on the hook. All right, this should be what yours looks like right now. We're not going to complete the process of putting the fuchsia and everything on at this point because we're getting ready to close out the bracelet. So here's what yours should look like. Hopefully yours looks just like. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab 2 glitter golds to close it out. Now I'm going to tell you to be super, super careful. Now you can grab 1 glitter gold if you want to, but be super careful because when I was making one of these, I lost grip on my 2 bands, and I lost like a quarter of the bracelet because it started coming apart because I lost a band. So be careful when you do this. Make sure you have hold of everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just pulling all of these onto these 2 bands. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. I'm getting quieter because I'm like, oh. All right, so now I just replaced the other end of those 2 bands, and I'm gonna grab a large C-clip. I have glitter like everywhere, just saying. I have a large C-clip because these glitter bands are kind of thick, and I'm gonna put the large C-clip. Let me just put this on. I just put the C-clip through all 4 bands. I'm going to slide my hook off. I always keep my hook on until I have my C-clip on, because I don't want any of the bands to fall off. I'm a little scaredy cat, but you know, I'd rather be a scaredy cat than lose half of my bracelet. All right, so here's the one we did, and here's the other version that we have. This is Chantilly lace by our family member, Miss Jo, 5 Kids Cause Chaos. If you choose to make this gorgeous bracelet, please, please, please hashtag and tag both 5 Kids Cause Chaos, Miss Jo, and us on Instagram, and tag us on Facebook. We would love, love, love to see your versions. We know there are so many different color combinations and blinged versions that you can make out of this. This is not one that I would want to bling, just saying, only because of how complex all the band stuff is. But I'm not saying you can't. I think it's totally possible, and I'm pretty sure there's a challenge there for Miss Rainbowloom, Miss Nix Haley, Nixer, Jadaro, just saying. The bracelets that I am wearing today are the Bernadette by our Mars, Miss Rainbowloom Adventures, and it is on our channel. And this is the blinged version of the Queen Anne bracelet by Miss MS Loom, our other Mars, on our channel as well. Love them both. If you liked this tutorial, if you would please give us a big thumbs up and like down below. Comment down below if you have some color schemes, some things you would like us to do, just different things. If you would like to know when we have upcoming videos coming out, subscribe to our channel. It will let you know when we have new tutorials coming out and new videos coming out. If it's not a tutorial, it'll just let you know when we have different videos or different things coming out. So I hope everyone has a fabulous day. Talk to you later. Bye.